got the name, now bring the flame. We gave you the ninth, no questions asked. The lights were bright, we looked through your past. You were the airbender breaking bats in the breeze, but now we hold our breath when you take that lead. Crowds on their feet, but your heat's gone cold. Bases loaded and we lose control. We believed in the magic, the fade on your pitch, but lately, man, you just don't look like it. We don't need excuses, we need that smoke. Can't be the closer if you're losing hope. It's a hard truth, but we gotta say, Dreamweavers warming up in the bay. Step it up, always stepping you down. Ain't no crown if you let us drown. We need that zip, that fire, that sound. You the airbender, so own this town. Step it up, but we bring in the dream. He got that glide, that clean routine. You got the name, now show the team. Step it up, don't lose that dream. Ain't no shame in the fight, just bring it back. Spin it like you mean it, let it dance off the bat. We rooting for you, but time ain't kind. Yankee fans loud, and they speak their mind. Pressure makes diamonds, or pressure breaks. We saw you shine in the past, now it's high stakes. Ain't saying we done, but hear this clear. That ninth belongs to the one they fear. Don't let the dream die slow. Crowds chanting Weaver, you already know. But deep down we pray you glow. So show us what you got, let that magic flow. Step it up, always stepping you down. Ain't no crown if you let us drown. We need that zip, that fire, that sound. You the airbender, so own this town. Step it up, but we bring in the dream. He got that glide, that clean routine.
Enough of that. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? The Knicks pulled it off, baby. The Knicks pulled it off. I know this ain't a Knicks show, but I just had to say that because I just finished watching the game and whew, it was a close one, man, but they pulled it off. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, right? Ain't that how they say? Ain't that how it goes? But anyway, the Yankees take the series versus the Rockies. I was never in doubt, right? I mean, come on, it's the Rockies. Like it was 99% chance we was taking this series, even though we lost that first game, and it got me a little worried, but never in doubt nonetheless. But yeah, so good way to start the West Coast trip. Good way to start it. We going into LA to face the LA Angels or the Anaheim Angels or whatever they call themselves nowadays. We're going to face them, and historically they give us a hard time over there. But I'm not. I expect the Yankees to take that series. Hopefully, right? We do face Kikuchi the third game. He's always tough on the Yankees, and we'll talk about that in a second. But first, I want to say what's up to the chat. Jacob Petruzzi says huge Knicks win and series win. Yep, let's go, man. We needed that. If the Knicks would have lost today, man, it would have been pretty much over. Let's face it. But we still in this, right? D-Train says, despite not having his best stuff, Weave Dog got the job done. Yeah, he did, man. I tell you what, though, he had me kind of nervous there in the ninth. He had me nervous, but he pulled it off. Nonetheless, I'm not worried about Weaver at all. I mean, look, he's been pretty much almost perfect this whole season. He got smacked around a little bit a couple games before, but right now his ERA, his stats are looking incredible, and I'll pull those up for you in a second. And you could do the same by just hitting exclamation point and the player's name, and it should pull up the stats. Like so. So Luke Weaver, his ERA is up to 0.76. Got 8 saves on the season. Luke Weaver's he's been phenomenal for us. I don't know if you caught the Joe from NY Yankee Mania. I was on his show earlier, and he talked a little bit about it. And I agree with them. Like, it's no reason to mess with the bullpen right now. Just leave it how it is. Luke Weaver's he's pitching a lot better. He's looking good. I mean, not Luke Weaver, Devin Williams, excuse me. And I'll pull up his stats too real quick just to see where his ERA is now. Remember, at one point his ERA was at 11, so he's down to 6.16. He's looking like the guy we traded for before. Joe, what's up, Joe? Joe's in the chat, man. Joe's in the building. Make sure you check out Joe from New York Yankee Mania. The link is in the chat right now. Make sure you check him out and give him a subscribe, man. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, best morning show, dude. If you're not watching his morning show, you're missing out. You're missing out. Look, just go watch it. Trust me, man. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's a great morning show. Ask Real Bill. He's always in there with me. Real Bill, what's up, Real Bill? Put up. I'm lagging. Oh yeah, my internet's not great right now. Hold on. Give it a second. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Great. Just fantastic. Am I still lagging, Jacob? Let me know. My internet's been acting crazy all day. What's up, Desiree? Desiree's in the building. Desiree, man, I'm telling you, you got to let them know about Joe in the morning, man. That show, we were dying, dude. I literally was crying this morning. It was so much fun. Jacob says, "Thank you for your service, Jason. Not sure if I'll talk to you tomorrow or not. I appreciate it, Jacob. Yeah, Memorial Day. Memorial Day is more for the service members that lost their lives in some kind of combat or whatever it is. But yeah, that's more what it's for. So I don't like to. I appreciate it though. All the even my mom was calling me like Happy Memorial's Day. Thank you for your service. I'm like, this today is for the guys that actually paid the ultimate price. Me, I'm just an old vet. When Veterans Day comes around, that's our day. But today is to remember those who gave it all up for us. To be honest, um, Jacob says you better not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet. I think my kids are playing Fortnite because I guess Fortnite's on mobile now or whatever. And they were making a big deal out of it, and they're sucking up all the bandwidth. But we still gonna get the show. We're gonna get the show going. Ken says, "No, you're good to me." I appreciate it, Ken. Sean, man, what's up, Sean? Real Bill. I guess I'm the pepper. Oh man, you, I look, guys. First of all, check out Ken, right? And Joe. Ken, I'm trying to get your when you come in the stream for your link to automatically populate, but I think because you have your personal YouTube channel and then you have the Ugly Truth, which is your other YouTube channel. But I'm gonna paste Ken's link here in the chat real quick, and then we'll start the show. But yeah, the morning show today on NY Yankee Mania with Joe was classic, dude. You gotta go watch it. Go watch it and skip to like 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream, and I promise you, it's gonna be funny. But go check it out. Let me get Ken's link in here really fast, and here we go. I want to make sure that I give a shout out to Ken. I was on Ken's show, the play-by-play earlier. Let me put this in the chat really fast. Oh, Jacob did it. Thanks, Jacob. Man, I guess, you know what, man? You are the best moderator. You definitely are. I appreciate it. But yeah, so the Yankees take the series. Let's take a look at the box score really quick. I always like to take a look at the box score and see who did what. Let's pull it up right here. All right. Goldschmidt, 2 for 5. He's batting 345. Who would have thought, right? Like this guy continues to just be a hit machine. His OPS is up to 8.889. Rice, 1 for 4 with a walk, but I'm telling you, this dude smoked. He smoked 3 baseballs today, hard, and only got 1 hit to show for it. So that's good. Eventually, they're gonna land. Judge 2 for 4. He's batting 397. Bellinger 0 for 4, but with a ribby and a walk. Dominguez 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. You know what? And after this, I want to talk about Dominguez for a second because there was a play, um, a ball hit to what was it, left center field that he took a bad route to, and it's a ball that it's a tough play, but it's a play that I expect a major league left fielder to make. And that's not a knock on Dominguez. And I know Ace is gonna kill me for this, but it just shows that he's inexperienced at that position and he's got a lot to learn there. Volpe 1 for 4. He's 243. I tell you what, every time I bash Volpe, he turns around and freaking has a great series. So kudos to him. JC Escara 3 for 4. He's really showcasing his talents right now. He's been a hot topic. Ken Rosenthal came out talking about how teams are going to start asking for him and whatnot. Besides that, LeMahieu 0 for 4, Peraza 0 for 4, and that's the box score for the day. So yeah, Dominguez, the play at left field, right? I think it was Loizaga was pitching, um, and it was a hard hit ball, right? And it was a tough play, but the route he took was just, I mean, look, it was a bad route, you know. It was a terrible route to the ball. He ended up like whenever you see an outfielder running backwards and you can like see his full number, his whole back, it's not good, you know. Um, but he misplayed the ball. It ended up turning into a double or something like that. But I think Dominguez, look, he makes all the routine plays. You got to give him that. He makes all the routine plays. It's just some of those hard hit balls that are deep in the gap. I think he kind of has a hard time reading the baseball. And I don't know if that's because moving from center field to left. And I'll be honest, I've never really watched him in the minor league. So I don't know how good he was at center or not. But his routes look a little funky to me. NFE is in the building. What's good, NFE? Make sure you check out NFE too. He was actually at the game today. I don't know if you got wet, man. I was wondering too when it started pouring. It started pouring bad. I was like, they cannot let this game go on. But I thought about you, NFE. I was like, man, NFE. I hope he brought an umbrella because it didn't look good. It did not look good. But let me get to some of the chats, man. Let me get to some of the chats. Sean Browning's at work, man. Have a good night. You know. Uh, Desiree says Sean throws the Yankees won. Yep. Steven says, "What's up, Jason? Warren looked good. Too bad the rain delay." Yeah, Warren did look good. What did he do today? He pitched 4 innings. Obviously, the rain delay cut him short. He gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. At one point, he had struck out, I think, like, was it 4 or 5 batters in a row? Um, yeah, Warren looks good. Warren definitely has stuff. I think that all the starters, and matter of fact, all the pitchers, I feel like they were battling the high altitude. And me and Ken was talking about it earlier because like I don't know what it is about being up there so high that what it does, it affects pitchers though. You can tell. Because even Clark Schmidt said it at the end of Friday's game. He said that like he had to completely abandon the sinker because it had no break at all. And it was due to the altitude. So Real Bill says, "Well, you got to run. I appreciate you, man. Take care, brother. Take care." Let me go down. Stephen B says, "Jason, I said it. I said it to Ace yesterday. I told him Dominguez needs more improvement on defense. I said he is average, but needs better routes. I got hell. Yeah, I know Ace is gonna pop in here soon and be like, no. Um, I remember that, Steven. I was in the chat when you were saying that. But I will say this, right? He does make all the routine plays. It's just the ones where he has to like really, really leg out a ball hit to the gap like that deep. I feel like his initial read on the ball off the bat is just bad, you know? It's just bad. And if he says shout out to everyone who likes their steaks medium rare. Oh, dude, I ate steak today. I took a picture just for you, and I was gonna send it to you. I'm gonna show it right now. I took a picture, medium well. My wife cooked it just how I like it. Look at that steak. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. See if I can pull this up somehow. Uh, anyway, it's there. The steak is there. It was good. Look at that steak, man. I can't show it. I can't see it. Eli, what's up, Eli? So how do we like Will Warren? I liked Will Warren a lot, you know. Will Warren definitely has stuff, man. He has swing and miss stuff, and you know, and I'll be honest, and Eli probably knows this, man. I bash Will Warren a lot, especially last year. And even during spring training, I was like, well, we'll see. Early in the season, I was like, oh, this dude don't got it. But he's proved me wrong, and I'm glad he did because we really needed the rotation looks good right now. Who'd that Cole will go down, Luis Hill will go down, and the rotation will be the least of our problems, right? I know I couldn't predict that. Um, they talking about food now in the chat, man. Dietrich says Dominguez struggles with the hard hit balls going his way because he takes bad routes. His speed can't bail him out. Yeah, that one play, it kind of exposed him a little bit, but I think that he'll figure it out, because that's all it is. It's not like he's dropping balls out there or anything. It's just his initial reaction to the ball is bad, and that's why it makes the route look bad. So if he just needs to work on that, and I get it though, because he's playing a whole new position. He's seeing the ball from a different angle. I think it was a lefty that hit the ball too, so it kind of comes off the bat a little different. It probably traveled more than he thought, being that they're playing in Coors Field, and we already know how the ball travels over there. So I'm not totally bashing him, but it was a funky route. It did not look good. And if he says he got dumped on, but he dried up real quickly. Oh man, that's funny. Rockies have an abnormal large outfield. Yeah, because the ball travels so much over there. I think I mentioned this the other day. It's 350 down the line in right field. And then on top of that, they have like a 20-foot wall. You know, so they have to do that. If not, man, people be hitting home runs left and right over there. Medium well, yeah, man, medium well, right? No, yeah, medium well. I don't like my steak bloody. I like it a little pink in the middle, but I don't want it completely bloody, man. How do you like your steak, Aiden? And the only reason why I asked that is because a guy at work told me one time. We went out to eat and I ordered my steak. And he's like, wait, what? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how'd you order your steak? Like, medium well. And he just kind of gave me that look like, huh? And I was like, what's wrong with medium well? He was like, no. And he didn't even explain it to me. He just said, you could tell a lot about a man by the way he likes his steak. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And he never brought it up again, but it just still with me forever. Uh, yeah, medium well is awesome. Less air in high elevation, balls don't curve as much and break up in Rocky Stadium. Yep. Oh, shocking! You give a young player time. Actually works. Are you talking about Will Warren? Yeah, man. Look, I'll be honest. I always knew Warren had stuff, right? But his command was just all over the place. He was erratic. You got to admit that, Eli. But he figured it out. Like he's figured that out, and he's looked really good. And I think he can actually be better. Look, he pitched 4 innings today. He got into a little bit of trouble, got out of it, but has 7 strikeouts though. He's a strikeout machine. This dude, he gets strikeouts. NFE says that Warren was shoving before the rain delay. He was 40% catch probability on that ball. No, that's what I'm saying. It's a tough play, right? And like that ball hit to Dominguez, that's a tough play to make. I'm telling you right now, it's a tough play. Um, and even if he took a good route, maybe he doesn't catch it. But you gotta admit the route looked funky. But I have confidence, but that's the thing. You got to leave him out there because how else is he gonna learn, and read the ball better if he's not out there every day. So I say leave him out there at left field, especially with Grisham kind of cooling down as of late. There's no reason why Dominguez shouldn't be in the lineup every day right now, and Belly, and then just kind of get Grisham in there every now and then. But I think that's the way they should go for now. Eli says medium rare. Jason, about Dominguez, that would change in time. Bad reads come off different. With experience, he becomes a gold glove in time. Oh man, Ace came in just in time. My boy Ace, man. I gotta play you the what we're gonna give you. We're gonna give you the Bad Bunny. Cause speak of the devil, man, we talking about Dominguez right now. He had a bad route to the ball earlier, Ace. You gotta admit it, man. And I'm not saying he's a bad defender. I actually think that's good. I like that. You know, it's a learning experience. Give him he needs time to adjust to left field. I think but he's gotten way better than he was in spring training. I think we can all agree on that. He's gotten way better, and he does make every routine play. It's just sometimes certain balls that's hit deep into the gap, his routes look a little funky. But I will admit though, and I said this earlier, Ace, that it could be that he didn't think the ball was gonna travel that far. Because that ball, it it was deeper than I thought it was gonna be. And it could be because of the altitude, you know. He probably read it off the bat fine, but saw that it was traveling, was like, oh, you know, and had to turn around and just try to pull a Willie Mays catch. Uh 7 Ks for Warren. My prediction was right. Yep. NFE, I think if no rain delay, he would have got 11. Yeah, his career high is 10, which he got last start? The start before that. And if he says playing in Coors Field is tricky, balls travel further. Pitchers are different at Coors too. Yeah. And the pitchers were having trouble. You could tell. You could tell they were having trouble. But the Yankees pitchers, man, pulled it off. You know, Devin Williams looked good. He had 3 strikeouts. Did give up a walk, but it's all good. Weaver got into some trouble, but got out of the inning. Weaver got me scared there for a second because you could tell that I feel like he didn't have his stuff. He didn't have his stuff, so he was like, "I'm just gonna throw it as hard as I can," and trying to light up the radar gun. But he got out of it, so that's good. Eli says, and by the way, Padres are looking for a left fielder. I will do this trade: Grisham, Hill, Hamilton for Yuki Matsui. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what you ready to get rid. You willing to get rid of Tim Hill and Ian Hamilton in a second, man? But those are two big arms in the bullpen. Even though we got some guys coming back for the bullpen, but I don't know if I don't know. I got to look into that more. Eli. Off speed pitchers are not great at Coors Field. Yeah, that's why Ken was talking about that earlier when he was during the rain delay. Me and him was talking about it. A says people treating Dominguez defense. Let me get this background music going. I don't even know I didn't have it on. People treating Dominguez defense like a bad relationship. You can do 99 things right, but the one thing you drop the ball on, all of a sudden the 99 things don't matter. You know what, man? I don't even care. Even if he would have dropped the ball, I would not even care. It's not that he didn't make the play, because like Eli said, that's like a 40% chance of catching that ball. It's just the route. You gotta admit the route looked funky, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But it happens though. It happens, man. It happens. That don't mean that I want him out of left field. I want him there every day because Dominguez, whether we like it or not, he needs to be in the lineup. The kid, he's got it, man. He's got it. So he got to be in the lineup every day so that way he can develop. But Dominguez his ceiling, right, is high, man. I'm not going to compare him to a Yankee great like some people do, because I don't do that. But his ceiling is high. And what we're seeing now, he could be much better than what we're seeing now. Wait, did you say Hill and Hamilton are big arms? No, they're not big arms, but they're arms. Eli, they're arms, man. And you take those two arms out of the bullpen, you got to fill them with more arms. And look, the bullpen is something that you need to be in abundance of. You got to have plenty of arms in there. I like that Boone put Ian Hamilton to pitch on Saturday. Even though it was a blowout game, he put him in there to try to figure things out. That's how I felt like it was. Try to figure things out. But I'll be honest, those are the two most expendable arms that we have in the bullpen right now. They haven't been pitching well. But Like I said, man, you can never have too many arms. You can never have too many arms. So to give up 2 arms is a big deal. It's a big deal. Steven, it's a need for a need trade. Now I feel you, Eli. Pull up the stats of my Sui. Hold on, let me pull that up. Give me a sec. Where I'm from. Yuki Matsui. Hope I spelled this right. He's a good pitcher. I don't know. I heard Michael King's on the IL, on the 15-day IL. You think they still do that though, Eli? Stephen B says, if you want Hill and Hamilton, if you want to trust in Beta or Efros are coming off injuries and throw, or reinforcements aren't back. Cousins had a setback. Yeah. Even though, look, I don't know about Scott Efros because the dude's been injured since we traded for him 3 years ago. So up to a few weeks ago, I forgot he existed. I'll be honest, but I do believe Clayton Beat is gonna be very good. Will he be good immediately? I don't know. But I do think that he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. So I wouldn't want to give him up, But like you say, he's coming off an injury. He's a rookie. So who knows how he's going to do. He needs time to adjust too. Nando 390 was good, man. He says Dodgers play like the 2024 Yankees against the Mets. Oh, yeah, you guys lost, right? I'm going to tell you right now, the Yankees have a better record than the Dodgers. So, take that to the bank, Nando. Efros is a lost cause. Yeah. We'll see. He was supposed to be good when we got him. And like I said, I really forgot the dude existed. I totally forgot he existed. Aiden says, Steven, the bullpen sucks. We desperately need Matsui. I wouldn't say that, man. Our bullpen, it doesn't suck, man. It could be better. You're right. It could be better, but I wouldn't say it sucks, dude. We got Luke Weaver, whose ERA is under 1 as our closer, and Devin Williams, who's pitching more like Devin Williams under that. We got Fernando Cruz, even though he's hurt right now, but he's been great. Jonathan Loaisiga, we know what he can do. Hopefully he stays healthy. Even Mark Leiter Jr. Has a place in the bullpen. Yeah, I'd rather have Clayton Beater too, but we got to see what he can do up here, man, before we start doing all that. Yankees keeping Williams? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they re-sign him or not. But I think right now is way too early to start talking about that. Get a sip of my wine real quick. Let Cashman figure it out. He comes up with someone who add to it. We see some trades coming soon with roster getting healthy. All right, Eli, let me ask you this, Eli. Do you think we need bullpen arms more than we need a right-handed bat? Specifically a third baseman? Sean Browning says Leiter been better than expected. Yeah, he's been good. I think, look, Mark Leiter Jr., he has a place. Do I want to see him in the 9th inning or the 8th inning in a high leverage situation? No, I don't. But he does have a place in the bullpen. And he is he's a good arm to have. He's a good arm. His split finger is really good when it's on. When it's on, it's really good. We'll see though. We'll see what Cashman does, Eli. It's still a little early to me. I know everybody now that the trade talks are starting to come up, and rightfully so, because we kind of getting close, but I think it's still a little bit too early. I think teams are talking behind the scenes. Don't get me wrong. They're always talking, and things are happening, and teams are talking, but I don't think it's gonna really kick off until June. Sometime June, maybe, and it's gonna be. It's always like that, right? You have one team that just makes a big trade, and then all of a sudden, all the trade rumors start going crazy. They start going crazy, and as we get closer to the deadline, it really heats up. Yeah, and if you what'd you eat at the stadium, man? If you still with us, let me guess, man. I'm gonna say you had a pretzel and a hot dog. Cubs abused Leiter Jr. last year. This year, we're trying to lessen the load. He'd be good in the 6th, 7th inning role. And if he says, with Jazz coming back, I can see Cashman sticking with Jazz and DJ and not getting a bat. Relief pitcher and a potential starting pitcher will be the priority, but I could be wrong. Yeah, who knows what Cashman's cooking. One thing I will tell you, right? Like, don't sleep on Cashman. I know I give, man, I'm telling you right now, I'm the toughest Cashman critic. But he finds it, especially with the pitching. I don't doubt that he'll find some arms, and hopefully, Matt Blake could turn. He always does that. He might get like 2 or 3 arms, and one of them will stick. Like one of them will turn out to be better than expected. Or he might make a big move, but I don't expect him to make any really crazy moves like everybody wants. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. As far as third base, you're right. He might just leave it like that. It's still a little bit early. That's what I'll say. And it says, and what third base is out there? There's not many, man, but you're starting to hear a lot about Yandy Diaz lately. Even though I wouldn't want him. His defense is too sketch for me. I'm not saying that. Look, I wasn't saying that that's what they should do. I'm asking you what's more important, because that's the narratives. That's the talking point that's going around. Is the Yankees need a right-handed bat, preferably a third baseman, a bullpen help. I think. Look, regardless of the fact, Cashman is gonna get some arms. He will get some arms. He always does. And because he believes in that notion that you can't have too many arms, and he's right. Look at last year. In the playoffs, we kind of fell victim to not having enough arms in the bullpen. So I expect him to do something for the bullpen. Snacks, and more, but you got to be more specific. And if what kind of snacks? Snacks could be anything. Was it like a snack? What we talking about? Sunflower seeds, some peanuts. I don't know. What we talking about? Did you have a beer? I don't know if you drink or not, man. Sean Brownie says, and if he probably had the kebabs, probably. A good old shish kebab. I want Hader and Matsui. That's a dream right there. That is a dream. You know why I don't know if that will happen though, man? Because I haven't looked at the Astros schedule lately, but they have been playing much better. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. They have been playing much better, so they're not out of it. Yeah, they're in second place. They're behind the Mariners by a game and a half. They're 3 games over 500 right now. So the Astros are not out of it at all. So I don't think they make a big move like that. Not just yet, anyway. Stephen B says I could see maybe someone on the Reds infield. Oh, I can't read. I could see maybe someone on the Reds infield or stopgap on a rental. I think we see Rodriguez brought up at some point for third base, and be emergency catcher. Yeah. And that you bring up a good point right there, because Rodriguez could play third base too. But you're right. Look, Austin Wells has not been cutting it as of late. I'm gonna pull up his stats right here. He has not been playing great. You got this kid down there who's raking right now. I don't know what he's batting now, but he is absolutely raking. So I expect them to give him a chance. They gotta give him a chance. I don't know why the stat didn't pull up. But yeah, let's look at the standings real quick. Oh, there we go. Yeah, his savant percentiles don't look great. Average, he's just just a tad bit above 200. His on base percentage is 278. Yeah, man, he doesn't look great, guys. I'll be honest. I will be honest. Let me see if I could get this guy out there. I don't think it'll pull it up because he's a minor leaguer, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, I didn't pull it up. But right now in the minor leagues, he's batting 324. We'll switch over here. He's batting 324. His on base percentage is 412. OPS 819. Yeah, he's raking down there. There's no doubt about it. He's raking. He is raking. And maybe they do bring him up at some point. I don't know. But right now, the Yankees have an abundance of catchers. So does that mean they're going to move somebody? I don't know. I really feel like Boone really likes JC Escara. But to be honest, like, I don't know. I think, and I get it, the catcher position is not a position really that you really expect too much production from the bat, but I expect more than 209. Come on, like let's be serious, guys. You know, especially with Wells. I mean, look, he doesn't have the greatest arm. I would say that his defense isn't terrible, right? It isn't terrible, but it's not the greatest. And when you're batting 200, you know, you better have some outstanding defense. You know, if not, man, then you're expendable to me. Yeah, Wells. I mean, look, if we talk about disappointments this year so far, and you let me know in the chat who you think is the biggest disappointment this year for the Yankees. To me, right now, it had to be Wells. I think it's Wells over Volpe, over Jazz Chisholm, even though Jazz Chisholm's been on the IL for a while, but yeah, I think Wells has been my biggest disappointment. Joe says he's batting 324 overall, but in Scranton, he batted 393. Yeah, in AA, I'm looking at the stats right now. Yeah, I don't see it, but even look, 324 is really good. 324 is really good. So he's raking. Will the Yankees call him up? Who knows? Like, who knows? I think somebody's going to have to get hurt. God forbid, knock on wood. But somebody will have to get hurt for the Yankees to call him up right now. Maybe when they expand the roster in September, maybe he's one of the guys who gets a call up, especially if he's raking like that down there. But I just don't see it happening right away. I just don't. I really don't. Stephen B says JC's a good backup and plays first and third in emergency. Yeah, but like I don't know much about Jesus Rodriguez, but he plays third base supposedly. So, you know, he does the same thing that JC does. Emilio says, but Escara doesn't have many at bats, and when he does, he gets quality hits. I feel like the one who has to step up is Wells. Yeah, Wells has to step up. I like the way Escara looked today, man. He looked really good, and he's had some moments. You know, he's also had some bad moments. A couple times, especially at Yankee Stadium, when he came up big in a big situation. Bases loaded, grounded to the pitcher. Um, but look, he's a rookie, man. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Wells, on the other hand, this is his sophomore year, so he should know better. And instead of getting better, he's regressed a little bit. So, and maybe he's just slumping. I'm hoping that he turns it around. I'm hoping he does, because he could be really good. We've seen him be really good before, but right now it's just not there. It's not there for me. Guys, don't forget, catcher is an offensive position. No, I get you, Stephen B. That's what I said. But if you're not hitting, you better be playing great defense, and you better be lights out behind the plate. I'm talking about gunning runners down. You got to be Ivan. You got to be Pudge behind the plate. Like you can't not do both. You understand what I mean? Like if your defense is really good as a catcher, we could live with the subpar performance at the plate. But if you're not doing that if you're not playing great defense, then something's got to give. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things, especially with a catcher. There's certain positions that you can live with. You can live with below average offense if the defense is up to par. A says, not gonna lie, I like JC play discipline. He should get more ABs over Wells, at least until Wells heats up. Yeah, right now you're right. His at bats look better than Wells, but the thing is that I think the way Boone has it right now, like certain pitchers have certain catchers, right? So Rodon has JC Escara, Will Warren has JC, so JC's gonna get those starts. Max Fried has Austin Wells, and Clark Schmidt has Austin Wells, and then Yarbrough, they probably flip-flop, but I think that's how they're doing it right now. So in a way, you don't want to mess that up, because like for instance, I don't even know when's Max Fried's next start. I'm assuming it's versus the Dodgers, but I'm sure they're already game planning for his next start. Even though I don't know how it works, right? But I do believe when they do when they game plan for a game, right? And they have the pitchers and catchers meeting, I'm pretty sure both catchers are in there just in case, So I don't know. It's Wells' second year. I hope he makes improvements, but only time will tell. Yeah, you're right. The thing is with Wells, man, look, I don't expect him to be Jorge Posada or anything like that, but man, it's so promising though, because we've seen what he can do when he's on fire, man. The pop is there, the power is there. I think with him, his swing decisions are just bad right now. But he could turn it around. There's still a lot of baseball to be played this season, so I hope he turns it around. But I tell you what, man, his numbers don't look good right now. They just don't. And his defense is not good enough to overlook his offense. Dev, what's up? Oh, man. Well, who else we got? Yeah, I mean, I think Wells is my biggest disappointment so far this season. But and look, that could change. Me and Ace talk about this all the time. As soon as you call out a player, they go off. As soon as you call out a player, they go off. So hopefully tomorrow Wells shuts me up. I hope he shuts me up, and then I'll take it on the chin, and I'll come back and say, you know what, Wells did it. But until then, I don't know. He's not doing it for me. Wells' second year, he's also coming off the most starts he had in the majors. Caught up a little, and he needs to make an adjustment. Yeah, he needs to make an adjustment, big time. I think the league figured out how to pitch to him. He swings at everything low and in, right? And granted, because that's his hot zone, but they exploit it. So he's getting those sliders that just, they look good. They look like they're in his wheelhouse, but they end up literally like right next to his ankles, and he's swinging at them. And then the high heat, He can't catch up to the high heat. That's his Achilles heel right there. The one thing with Wells is for some reason when he's batting eighth, his approach is there, but you bat him third, sixth, his approach just disappears. Yeah, we haven't seen him batting third in a while. I can't remember the last time he's batted third, but you're probably right. You're probably right. But I'm a firm believer, right, that batting sixth and eighth, it's not much of a big difference to me. You know, there is a difference, but I don't think in a player's mind it changes his approach. It's different. Like now when they had him leading off, yeah, that changes your approach. You got to think about it all different. But batting six or eight, I mean, it only matters if you have somebody in front of you or behind you, that you have to kind of change your approach. Like whoever's batting in front of Judge, they got to change their approach, right? Meaning, like, if you're batting in front of Judge, you're not swinging that ball four. You better not swing that ball four, because you got Judge behind you. Or same thing if you on the base, right? You better not make a stupid base running mistake and get yourself out when you have Aaron Judge at the plate. So things like that might change it, but I don't think batting sixth or eighth is going to really make a difference in somebody's psyche when they come up to the plate. Stephen B says his disappointment is Volpe. I'll tell you what, man. Volpe, he's getting a lot of hate, but he's actually not terrible. Don't get me wrong, he's not great either, but he's not terrible. I'm gonna pull up his stats right now. He's batting 2-4. He's pretty much on par with league average when you think about it. And granted, a lot of that has been spurts. Like he goes on just, he's a streaky guy, he's a streaky player. So he'll go on a freaking 3-game killing it spree, where he's hitting everything and then cool down for another 6 games and stuff. But overall, the numbers, when you really look at it, it's kind of on par with the rest of the league as far as shortstops go. Because I'll even pull them up. Like if we look at, with the exception of the Bobby Witt Juniors, obviously those are outliers. But if we pull up like Gunnar Henderson, I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, he's batting a little bit better, but that's Gunnar Henderson, and Anthony Volpe, and they're not that far. It's not much of a difference. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Volpe's defense is better than Gunnar Henderson's. So Volpe's weird, man, and I have a love-hate relationship with Volpe. I'll be honest, because when he's doing bad, he looks terrible, and it pisses me off, But when he's on, he's great. So I don't know what it is with him, but to me, it's a love-hate relationship, man. I'm gonna tell you. The one minute I love him, the next minute I hate him. Like I want them to freaking trade him to the freaking, I don't know, the Savannah Bananas or whoever. I just want him out of here sometimes. You could call us Correa. Yeah, Sean Brown, that's a good one. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you compare him to other shortstops in the league, you kind of look at Volpe a little different. All of a sudden he don't look so bad, Yeah, appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit the like as I sip on my wine. Man, today was a good day, man. Them damn Knicks. I tell you what, I know this is off topic. It's not baseball. And I'll be honest, I'm a fair weather Knick fan, right? Because I ain't watch a Knick game all season till like last week, right? And I don't even know the coach's name, but that coach, man, I don't like that guy. I don't like him. I just don't. Stephen B says Volpe's in his 3rd year, very streaky and not consistent guy, needs to put it together. Yeah, man. But look, like we're bringing up examples like we saw Carlos Correa, we saw Gunnar Henderson. Whoever we could see. I think, Eli, you're missing the point, Eli. You're missing the point. It went over your head, and it's okay, brother. It's okay. The whole point what we're trying to say is when you look at the shortstops around the league, you know, he's on par with all of them, you know. So with the exceptions of the Bobby Witt Juniors and stuff like that. But yeah. Knicks all hype, not winning nothing. We'll see about that, man. We will see. I think they need better coaching, man. I think they do. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. And like we're not comparing, like we're not saying like, oh, he gotta be like this or like that. We're saying that we give him a lot of crap. But when we look around the league at other shortstops, we realize, hey, Volpe's actually one of the better shortstops, you know, in terms of stats out there. So it's just trying to prove a point, Eli. Don't kill me for that, man. That says NFE, how are you? I think how you have fun time at the game. Yeah, I don't know if it's the wine or it's your spelling, man. But I don't know what you wrote there. Then. But yeah, guys. Overall, the Yankees are looking good, man. We're gonna go face the LA Angels. And after that series, we have a big series. This is versus the Dodgers. The Dodgers haven't been looking great lately. They just lost a series to the Mets. Before that, they I think they got swept by the LA Angels. So the LA Angels are no pushover, right? Granted that their record isn't too great, but lately they've been playing better. So I expect them to give the Yankees a hard time, but overall, I expect the Yankees to at least take 2 out of 3. We should at least take 2 out of 3. I think this series was our 6th straight series. Let's go to LA and take our 7th, and then play the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers game series is going to be, to me, is an important series, right? Because obviously we lost in heartbreaking fashion to them in the World Series. So I want to see how Judge reacts. I want to see how guys who were there last year, how Volpe plays. You know, see if they press at the plate. It's gonna be interesting, man, because you know the crowd is gonna be into it. The trolls are gonna troll, and the spotlight. I think all 3 games are gonna be nationally televised. Like, I understand that these guys are players and they supposed to be like they. You know, they like to say they don't pay attention to what's going on in social media and everything, but I am pretty sure that Judge has a chip on his shoulder after all of that. You know, this is the first time these guys are going to see each other since all the podcasts they had after the World Series, pretty much talking shit about the Yankees, you know. So it's going to be interesting. And I hope the Yankees perform. I hope they go over there and kick them right in the teeth, you know, and to show them, like, man, that this ain't the same team we had last year. It's a totally different team, and it's a better team. So I expect the Yankees to go in there and represent, man. Get some more chats, and then we'll close this up because I'm getting kind of thirsty. NFE, man, I gotta get you up here one day. I would do it now, but when I'm on OBS, it's kind of difficult to bring people on. But I'll hit you up on Twitter and we'll schedule something. Maybe Ace, and we can all do like a whole open panel or something. Sean says, also remember, people want the Corey Seager and Adames over Volpe or Peraza. Yeah. I think Corey Seager's hurt, right? Oh, no, Correa. My bad, Corey Seager. Correa and Seager. Yep. What I'm looking at, situational hitting when guys are bats. I see Volpe choking when runners are in position and at bats, and see how he could be better. Volpe just isn't who I want. Not hating on him. And hey, man, that's, you know, I can see why you feel like that, man. I'm just saying, I'm just bringing up the point. The reason why I was bringing up all the stats, to just show that like sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side. You know what I mean? Like if you look around the league, because I don't know about you guys, man, but I watch baseball, but I'm not really following other teams like I follow the Yankees. So I'm it's easy to criticize Volpe because I'm watching every pitch he's taken, this whole season. I'm not watching every pitch from other shortstops and other teams. All I see from them is the good things, the highlights on ESPN or whatever it is. So it's easy to think that they're so much better. That's all I'm saying, that the grass isn't green on the other side. He is the best shortstop on the team. I will say that. And I used to defend Peraza a lot, and I like Peraza a lot. But Volpe is better than Peraza to me. You know? Until I see otherwise, he's just better than Peraza. Career's really good. Volpe ain't clutch. Well, he had a grand slam versus y'all in the World Series, man. I don't know too many people who could say that. Not named Freddie Freeman, right? But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I appreciate you guys joining me, man. I really do. Make sure you smash that like button. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All that good stuff. You know the jazz. Besides that, let's go Yankees. Give a shout out to the chat. Let me go play these credits, see if it works, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Oh, shoot. That didn't work. There we go.